Welcome to week 177, What's on My Mind, Validation. Fueled by growth or fooled by the ego? Oh, hey, creative trailblazer. Last week, I hit send on the boldest project I've devised since ditching my safe day job for full-time entrepreneurship. It was vulnerable. It was personal. And my almost 5 years in this space laid out for someone else to view. The slide deck is a stunner, yet my palms as I hovered over the send button felt like Niagara Falls. Just before clicking the button to launch this rocket ship, my brain, the overprotective stage parent that it is, leaned in and said, "What if they hate it?" One heartbeat later, I was doom scrolling Instagram like it was an emotional EpiPen, chasing a dopamine sprinkle to calm my nerves. Sound familiar? That's the creative brain doing exactly what it's wired to do. Scan for social proof before it lets us exhale. Yet, our recent curated conversations kept reminding me that confidence is the engine. Validation is just the dashboard light. That tiny moment reminded me why we've spent the past 3 mind sweeps swimming in validation. It can fuel us or fool us. Validation matters, but only when we discern whether it fuels our growth or fools our ego. Here's how we can learn to make that call in real time and why confidence is first. Confidence expands when we act. Each micro step flexes the "I've got me" muscle. Let's recap what we've uncovered this month in a pocket-sized framework you can use the next time you wonder, is this feedback useful or just ego glitter? The source test. Ask, am I in the right room? Validation from someone who doesn't understand your craft can feel loud but land hollow. Instead, look for mirrors that reflect your values, not funhouse distortions. Keep your eyes on your own paper. Remember, we're not for everyone. Sometimes the work is to find our people first. The signal test. Ask, is the praise or critique specific and honest? Our group agreed that inauthentic compliments and haters gonna hate live on opposite ends of the same noise spectrum. Useful validation sits in the middle, clear, kind, and actionable. And the self-test. Ask, does it align with my inner compass? When feedback clashes with your sense of truth, that friction is data. Use it. One curated member summed it up when they said, discern when validation is serving us or our ego. Using this new awareness, you can now choose to change your brain's well-worn route of negative head trash talk. Micro practices to train your validation radar. An evidence board. Keep a running log of big and bite-sized wins to remind your brain it can self-approve before the internet votes. The to-don't list. Celebrate what you consciously skip, hello dopamine, when the world says you should do everything. And field studies, treat new offers or social posts as experiments, low stakes, high learning, zero attachment. Discernment in action. Every time we choose which voices we let in and how we process them, we're literally chiseling new grooves in the brain. That's self-directed neuroplasticity. Neurons that once fired along the old "am I good enough" loop can reroute towards "I've got me" certainty. Think of this source self signal filter as your personal neural GPS. The source tells the amygdala, stand down, these people get me. The signal gives the prefrontal cortex actionable next steps. And the self lights up the anterior cingulate, the brain's integrity meter, so decisions stay aligned with your values. When your next launch is looming, run your idea through the source signal self. Take one grounded breath and choose the feedback that fuels genuine growth. Then celebrate the win on your evidence board, no matter how small. Repeat this often enough, and the pathways strengthen, turning discernment from a conscious exercise into muscle memory. Oh, and my pitch? Accepted without question. Where do I sign? I've added this to my evidence board. My experience, my vulnerability, and my willingness to put myself out there and serve creative entrepreneurs, validated. My questions for you this week are, how do you distinguish between constructive silence, space to process, and discouraging silence, an absence of support, after you share new work? Or, if your evidence board could speak, what hidden pattern in your wins would it point out that you haven't fully leveraged yet? Let's discuss ways that I can support you and your business. You don't have to do this rewiring alone. Our curated conversations are a living lab of like-hearted entrepreneurs who practice perspective taking, offer specific feedback, and model healthy validation. Lean on the community when the old neural rut feels deep. Your wins and questions help us rewire faster. And reply if you're ready to go deeper. I'm here for the whole journey, turning neuroscience into practical tools, business strategy, and the messy middle where life and your creative gifts intertwine. Whether you need a fresh perspective on pricing, a rewrite of an old story you carry, or simply a reminder that your work already matters, I support creative entrepreneurs just like you in rewiring mindsets and building a business you're proud to own.